Just coming in to do my daily live. And today we'll do things a little differently. We're going to choose some individual people for some readings as well. Just waiting for some people to join in to the live. I'm still on my friend Lisa Star Francis video that's done is still showing up. Let's see. So I'm just bringing it up on my phone so I can see. And for those watching, I am broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook together. So you may hear a lot of names and you're on YouTube and you're wondering, where's all these people? But this is on Facebook. So, and then vice versa. So I'm on both. I'm broadcasting through Be Live TV. And I'm able to do two birds at one stone, right? I'm able to go YouTube and Facebook at the same time this way. So welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Donna. I was just making sure I have people in here. I'm having lots of technical difficulties this morning and obviously problems talking. Good morning, Colleen. Good morning. Just getting some people in here. So welcome. Today I am actually going to be, doing some personal cards today. So, more than just what I've been doing in the mornings. This is going to be some personal readings as well here today. So feeling the need today to give a few extras besides our cards. So we're just letting some people join in. If you were in yesterday and you've seen, the kind of crazy energy we had going on, I hate to have to tell you that crazy energy is still very much here today. There's a lot of different kind of energy around. It is back, it is forth, it's all over the place. I read a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I listen to a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I listen to kind of bits of what is happening in the world on each side of it, but I live in the middle road, so I choose to be the voice of hope and faith and those things, to be able to help make that difference in the world. And I send prayers, and it's all about prayers. It's all about our being able to set an intention to be the change that we need to see in this world by being kind to each other, to be kind human beings, to not be manipulated in our minds by a world that only shows bits and pieces, that only shows half, and to just trust our own intuition, to be able to know who you are inside of you makes a big difference in how you show up in this world. Yes, Jaden. Yes, it is. The energy is nuts. It's all over the place. So yesterday when I was in here, I'm like, okay, I was even shown sketches of like my temples and stuff that I draw, and the energies of the beings that I don't show that stuff so much to the world. That's my work that I do. And so, so to be able to have all that come through, I can tell you, we have a lot of energy around us in this world and outside of this world. Because when people think I'm thinking about, the energy in this world, you have to remember, I work outside of this one-dimensional world. I move beyond your human existence in this world. That's not where I don't get my truth from, inside this human energy so much where we live. You got to go beyond there. And so being able to go beyond there, and that's a whole part of my diamond course as well that I'll be teaching. Hello, everybody who's joining in. Yay, the room is filling up some. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning. And who else did I not see? Erin and Terry Ann, Deborah. Good morning. And who else? Kathy. Good morning, Sherry. And Karen, good morning. And so, yeah, so when I'm doing this work, when you hear me speak of like a lot of the energy, yes, the earth, the world has a lot, but there's a lot that's happening outside of here. And so my job is to step into the energy outside of here, to be able to step away from personal connections and to have personal investment into the human emotional connection, and to go out into the mystic. And to be the mystic that I am means that you have to disconnect from your personal perceptions of what we see, what we witness. And we have to be able to look beyond and look deeper. And so that's where I spend a lot of my time, and then coming back to here and being here for the people. So Good morning. So while we're waiting, I'm just going to let the room fill up a little bit more because the energy. Good morning, Lucy. So the energy shifts and changes as people are joining in. Good morning, Line, and Karen. Good morning. And so the room keeps shifting and changing. So the energy is shifting as you guys are coming in, out, and even for those who are watching and not commenting. I can feel your energy. So I can feel the shifts that happen as people join in. So thank you to those who watch and don't comment and just love to sit back and watch. I so appreciate that as well. It does not go unnoticed. I do feel the energy. I feel those around me. And I've even picked up, the energy of those who are watching later. So much love and gratitude to those who sit and watch these lives later on. I so appreciate it. And also because anyone who knows my work knows that I channel. And so I channel through messages that are coming through. It's like I don't just wake up and write down all this stuff to speak about. I don't write nothing out. And whatever I do is once it's out, it's out. I don't go back and watch it again because it is a done deal once it's done, right? So it's over. And then I move into something new. I just keep moving. I just keep moving forward. And that's what I'm here to do. So good morning, Leah and Janet. Good morning. So I'll start with a general card for everybody. Let's open up the room. Let's say open up the energy. And when we open up the room and open up the energy, I also ask today for each and every one of you who are joining in this live today to be present with me, to open your hearts and to open yourself into the energy, into the power of love, the unconditional love, to open your hearts to receiving. Don't ever think that you come in here and it's like, oh, I'm going to make her guess. I'm going to make her. That's not how, that doesn't matter to me. It matters to you. And I can tell you that firsthand. I get it all the time. I get people coming for readings and I get people coming and they want to prove me wrong. And I'm like, I don't really give a shit if you prove, that doesn't matter. What matters is that if you want to get the best of what you're getting, you have to be open. You also have to get out of your head and you have to trust that things are not you don't get what you want. And I always get the energy of everyone trying to manipulate their reading, trying to tell me more like, oh, maybe you mean this or no. And so opening up your heart and just letting go of any connection, any thought that you may have that ties you into, oh, I want to hear this. I want to hear that. I want that message. It's not going to happen that way. And so today we're opening up the energy and we're opening up the space and we're just letting in unconditional love. So whatever message comes in for us today, it is for the highest good for you, for whoever is being chosen. And so this is why you see me doing a lot more collective work. So our first card to open up that energy is going to be Feed the Light. It is Rose. And so feeding the light, being able to stay into the faith, being able to stay into that higher vibrating energy allows us to be able to stay away from the fear stories. And I'm not someone who likes to promote fear. I don't believe it's like people say, well, this is happening. Yes, it is happening. It is happening and it's going to happen. But the world is always going to have these experiences. It is about the faith and the hope that we have in us that we can be the change that needs to happen. And so you become the change agent to what needs to happen. So if you receive a reading and then nothing in your life changes, my first thing back to you, and you're like, oh, my first reading was so great and I got so much out of it. But the rest ever since then, it's like just that like trickles. And I'm like, well, because the one person who has to be the person of change is what have you done any differently than that first session? Those in the love in our spirit world, those in spirit world, and even your spirit guide, even God consciousness, even Jesus, even those that come through, they don't come through and say, come here, muffin. I'll just clear the path and I'll make everyone else suffer so that you can get what you want. I'll move those mountains for you, but you just sit on the couch and eat your chips and do nothing else, and I'll make that happen for you. No, it says these are the things that we need to do to bring about the change. So are you doing the things that you need to do? And if not, you're holding on to the fear, and the fear becomes so crippling that it holds us back. And everything that's over there is in divine timing. Not in human timing. Human timing is called control. We want it right now. We want it to happen. but you got to be sure that things are lining up. So if you get what you want today, did everything line up for you to get it, or did you get the instant gratification? And that's our whole freaking world right now. It's instant gratification. Make me happy now, please me now, satisfy me now, make me feel comfortable now, but we don't want to do the rest of the things. And we have to be willing to do those. And so these messages that are coming through, and I feel like some of this is coming through too, for you to have that message of to fear and worry will never bring you the change that you want to see in your life. Staying in your misery story will never bring change. I always say some of the most honest things you have in your life is your children. And so when your children say to you, you know what, you keep doing this, you keep repeating this, you're doing this and you're doing that, they're not lying to you. There's things that we need to explore within that says, so if your kid is constantly resisting anything that you say and anything that you do, is there some truth behind what the kid is trying to tell you? And we don't want to listen. And so our spiritual and emotional maturity makes a difference in how our lives evolve. Got it? So feed the light is our card. And so as we move forward, we're going to be feeding the light. We're not going to feed the fear stories. We're feeding the light. What do we need to know today? What's going to be important to us? What's a priority to us today? So I'm setting that intention for whoever's names get called into those readings and whoever gets called up for that session, for that card of the day. And it might be two cards. You might get one card, you might get two, you might get three. I don't know. I never know until it starts, because I don't pre-plan this and I don't have a list. And that's the whole thing with working with spirit, is trusting spirit is in charge, not me. I'm a vessel. I'm a messenger. And so as we start, and I'm looking up through the list is what I'm doing. You're wondering what I'm doing? I'm connecting to energy. I'm connecting to, and so I don't work as a tarot card reader, as general, like I'm trained in all of those things, but I'm born into, my abilities are in being able to channel through. And so I channel these messages, just like I channel my writings, my books, everything that comes. And so my work is not meant to be, like somebody else's. So when I read a card, it might never be the same, because I'm also reading the person. So I don't get tied to only what a meaning of a card says based on what somebody created the card to be. I'm listening to what is being here for you. So I am going back. I'm going back up here. Sherry Davis. Sherry Davis, I am choosing you today. I will tell him, Christy. You tell him. He's right there with you. Sherry, if you're still here, I am choosing you first. Sherry Davis. Yes, you are. Good. Yay. Okay, Miss Sherry Davis. Here we go. Here we go. And you're welcome. And that's exactly as the message just came out for me. Here we go. It is go time. Whatever it is that is coming through for you, it is go time. So I feel like some of that might be a shift, a change, but it's go time in your life. Like, this is not time to sit around and wait for things to come in, wait for things to come your direction. This is definitely a go time energy for you. I feel like it's a shift. There's a change. It could be a change in jobs. It could be a change in something else that's coming up in your life. But I don't know where this person comes in. And I feel like he's a friend of yours somehow. You knew him somehow. He tells me he passed away of a heart attack. He died suddenly of a heart attack, he tells me. And he's like, boom, he just comes in. And he's not family per se, but you know him either through family tie or you're connected to him, Sherry. And he's just telling me, he says, like, everybody forgets that life is short and everybody is kind of waiting. Like, stop waiting for someone to die. Stop waiting for that moment. Stop waiting for that that one event. I don't know what that event is, but it's like, stop waiting for that event. I don't know who this man is, but I know he got brought. I can tell you exactly what he looks like, Sherry, like in energy. So I have him as like, feels like his shoulders is broad. He loves life. He tells me he had lots of toys. He was very active. He was very busy. He was a go-getter. He does tie to, like, I don't know if it's horses or living near horses or something. I hear galloping, or if that's you tied to the horses or you wanting to get on a horse. But it's like, but he tells me he's that kind of energy. Um, he smelled good. He always kind of had this like cologne smell, but he's tied to like he's tied to the family somehow. But you knew him as a family friend, is what it feels like to me. You were aware of him and you know of him, and he's just telling you he's walking past your path, like he's crossing paths with you, kind of getting to some other family members as well. But he's also telling you that he says he's like he's at some of your gatherings somehow. Somehow he's at some of your gatherings, and he's just heard you guys speak, heard you guys talk, and he says like it's like this is kind of coming through for you in the way of saying everything that you guys are talking about, you're waiting for something to happen, and it's not going to happen the way that you think it is, and it's not going to happen how you plan it. um I do also have, and I have that. So I have the Unveiling is the card that I pulled for you. The Unveiling, and she is Scarlet, and this is what there's something being unveiled for you, or like something of a change that's coming in for you, and it feels like a change in direction, and it also feels like, and I don't know, Sherry, if you're with somebody right now, if you're dating somebody, and I kind of got that like kind of look over, like you're kind of getting looked in on, like this, and I don't know where. I have somebody named Tracy around you as well, and I'm not going to break away from it, even if you don't know who it is right away. I don't know if she's someone you either went to school with, you lived with, but somebody named Tracy around you, or if she's going to be a synchronicity to what is about to come next to you. But there is a go time. It is a move. It's a shift, and so I don't know if you're moving either in with somebody or you're moving homes, but there's just like this flip flop. You have this flip flop of energy coming around you as well, Sherry. But it is Unveiling. You're coming into your happy times. You've been through your struggles. You've been through your hard times. You have been there. You have been on that road. You've been on that journey. And I feel like it's like you've, not saying there's not going to be things that are going to be kind of take people into our darker days again type of thing. But like your life itself feels like it's up coming up. It's rising. There's things rising up. And I just and I keep getting, be careful of the floodwaters. I don't know what that means. Be careful of the floodwaters, or it's like, pay attention to the waters or something, floodwaters. I don't know where that comes in for you, but that's like a last minute thing. And I feel like it's like for you, it's like from 36 on, it's been like some sort of challenges from age 36 on. It's been a challenge, and you're being told that now is your contentment. So you get high enough so that you don't get washed away in other people's emotions, other people's stories. Get high enough, stand up, and be content with you and where you are, Sherry, because your life right now and your peace and your contentment, I just feel like you're really stepping into that stage in your life right now. So that's your message. I hope it resonates, and I hope you can find those people and where they belong. So um, much love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm going back up here. Uh, you're welcome, Sherry. Jaden Ward, are you still there? Jaden Ward. I know, Sherry. I don't know who those people are. Friends. They're associates somehow. They are tied to you through family. One had a heart attack, and he went suddenly. Share. Okay, there you are, Jaden. Okay, yay, Jaden. So, Jaden, I'm changing decks of cards for you. So, I'm going to go away from my deck for a moment, and I'm going to go into the enchanted map because, Jaden, I feel like there is some change in direction for you. I feel as if you have to like map. Like I see you traveling the map. So I don't know if you're about to take on a journey or go on a journey. Um, a journey. I just keep getting a journey for you, Jaden. And so there is definitely like it's almost like a mindset. Like you got your mind set on something to do or a destiny that you want it to accomplish, like some sort of goal you want it to accomplish. And I feel like this is you're baffled already? Yes, that's okay. You can be baffled because what I'm being told is some of this is you it's like this is going to take you, and that's why I had to change decks because changing mindset. You're going to be going in a new direction. I don't know why, I don't know how. I feel like this may be an opportunity that may come up for you that you were not expecting. And I feel like you're just going to be getting in that vehicle and you're just going. And it's almost like you wake up one morning and you think, oh my God, I have to do this. And the reason why I think we have such a shift happening right now is because there is like a flip, like everything that we have planned doesn't always go as we plan it. So I feel like some of this, Jaden, is like you are going to be surrendering over everything that you have tried to be in control of. Everything that you want it to make to happen your way, to go your way, to look your way. It's like something is coming in for you, or somebody is coming in for you that changes everything for you. Right now, this is almost like sit back, look at where you have been, look at where you're going, look at what you want in your life. You've accomplished a whole lot. See, I got this. I got the magic prayer. So what you wanted is not working out. I got the sad embrace. This is where you were. Like I feel like you have been through these challenges. You've been through this time. You've been through this. But then I got the solitude. Like a lot of the journey that you have taken so far, it feels like a lot of it you probably had to do on your own because you had to prove something to yourself, Jaden. You really had to like really prove to yourself of what you could do. And that's important to you. But now it's not going to be just about you. Whatever is coming in is telling me that it's coming in for you and for another. Almost like either a partnership or like yeah, it feels almost partnership to me. You are moving and changing. And so see, we got this magical flying, and it's like, and there's the labyrinth. Down below is the labyrinth. And this world has one way in and one way out. Well, this labyrinth is that, being taken on a new direction. You're flying. You're either moving or you're going in a whole new direction. So I don't know if you've been talking about even opening your own company somehow, Jaden, like really just venturing out there and doing your own thing. Like that's what it feels like. But see, you're going into the unknown. It is so unknown for you. This is like it wasn't in your plans. It wasn't what you were thinking, or that you weren't thinking so quickly would happen in your life. But it is coming in. And it's like birds on a feather flock together is what I keep hearing. Birds on a feather flock together. And that's what I keep hearing for you. I feel as if it's like you're stepping into having like really either meeting somebody who understands you, or meeting yourself, meeting your future self quicker than what you thought you would. Meeting your future self quicker than what you thought you would. But I see you mapping a new direction, going a new way. There is an elderly woman with you, an elderly woman, and she calls herself the elder. She is the elder. She's the elderly woman, and she walks with you. She is giving you wisdom you didn't know you had. Um, the birds are flying by as I tell you that. Yeah, see, it is. It's like this elderly woman. She walks with you, and you're going to be like kind of like surprised. And um, fiddleheads. The ferns from fiddleheads, like those ferns we grow around our house and stuff, and those type of things. Like I see a big ferns, and I don't know what the big ferns represents. I don't know if it represents you buying a house, you getting a house, but it feels like I don't know, you're moving, like there's a direction of change of direction for you. And so there's your spark. It's like a spark of hope, a spark of a new life, and a spark of energy. But I see all these ferns coming up. And you don't have to be so protective of who you are. It's almost like you're finally opening your heart. You're finally letting your people into your life somehow, or somebody into your life, somebody into your life. But it is slow and steady. This is not all coming in like overnight. It's not like boom, wow, there it is. I just feel like this is a trickle in. And this is a trickle in over the next 12 months. And I got a cycle. And I feel like for you, it's been a cycle. It's been a journey, and it's like you're coming up and out. This year is your year to come up and out of everything and to awaken. But your world is expanding somehow, Jaden. Your world is getting bigger. Bigger opportunities, more opportunities, going a new way. And there's your wishing well. It's like kind of like everything that you wish for is yours. And I pulled a pile of cards for this. It's like they're lining out a story for me for you. It's a wishing well. But this elderly woman, she has this like she has this warm smile to her. She's very upfront, like she's being very point blank with you, but she has this warm smile. I kind of have this sense that she's got her skin feels her skin looks like she possibly is like Aboriginal, like she's got the darker skin, definitely. She's weathered. She looks like she's got a weathered, crackled face. Like she feels like she lived a long life. So I don't know if she was like a great grandmother to you somehow, but she's like she's a guide to you, and she watches over you, but she's also giving you the wisdom. And sometimes you don't want to listen. And she says you have to stop and sometimes listen. If you don't listen, you're not going to get it. And it's like she calls it like I don't know, it's like a scribbler, like the old notebooks, like the old notebooks, a notebook that has like the coiled in it, like the coils. And it's like everything being kept in there. So I don't know if you've been missing a notebook, or like you keep everything in a notebook. And she says, take note of everything, because you're going to look back and you're going to say, holy crap, this was all right. But you are going to be taking a journey. I feel like the journey is over the summer. I feel like this may be taking some time off or taking a break and just going like kind of hopping in your vehicle and just going traveling, camping, whatever it is. And you may be just meeting someone along the way. But there's this all upward. You're going upward. You have one in your head right now? You have one in your hand right now. Oh, see, Jaden, there you go. That's her. She's telling you she is with you. She is with you all the time. A scribbler. She said, just mention the scribbler. You'll see the scribbler. And there you go. You have one in your hand. That's her. She is with you. She's your guide. She is traveling with you. Wherever you go, she travels with you. So she's a guardian, is what she is too. But you will. I feel like you're going upward, and you're going to be going on some sort of journey, uh, taking some holidays, taking some time, just travel, just reflect on where you've been, what you've done. But know that I think you're, like I said, I think you're buying a house or something. You're buying something, um, but you're becoming like this. I don't know. You're stepping into this new energy. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Um, it's well deserved. Put it that way. You deserve this life. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Holy. There's a lot of energy to fight through out there. You're very welcome, Jaden. Thank you. Okay. Doesn't I got to ask this because I just got this name, and it's never a name that I've ever gotten before. So I don't know if this is a dog or if it's a person. Duke. Duke. Somebody who has a dog or a person in their family called Duke. The name just come like flying in. Who is Duke? Duke. Oh, everybody's watching, Aaron? Good morning to everybody who's watching. Good morning to everybody who's been joining in today. I am pulling individual cards. So welcome to everybody. I never know who's going to be called, so we just trust it. Catherine, your dog and your mentor. Okay, Catherine, thank you. The name just came flying into me. It's like choose the one who knows Duke. So Catherine, you're up. Your mentor Jack was called Duke. Holy shit. Really? See, I love this. This just like blows my mind. And so, was is he passed away now? He's on the other side? Yes. Oh my God, Catherine, I love see, I could do this forever and I'll always live in awe. I'm like a kid. I said that to Lisa the other day. I'm like a freaking kid. I still get so excited over this. So Catherine, it was like, so Duke. Duke is here with you. He's on the other side, and Duke is here obviously because he just came. I could hear him, and it was like the energy was like a vibrational frequency that just went right in front of my face. And he says, it is Duke. I am here. He was the original horse whisperer. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So he's I'm like, it's that's the way he comes in for me. And he has a very strong presence. He never died. Put it that way. He's dead, but he's dead. And this is exactly as he tells me. I am dead, but I didn't die. I am very much alive. And he's alive in a lot of areas. Now, he was a horse whisperer. What role did he ever play? What role did he ever play in, like, I'm going to call it like test tube horses? like, like did he work somewhere where he would help like fertilize horses? The only way I know, fertilize horses, like do some sort of work like that he would help out or assist in, like purebreds, like purebred horses, because I keep seeing like a big black stallion kind of horse is what it looks like to me. And I see a big black horse, and I'm also seeing a horse that has like a diamond between the eyes somehow. And so two horses standing next to him. No, wait, he says, no, Corrie, there is three. There is a gray, like very distinctive looking gray horse. Now, I talk to horses, but I don't know much about horses, but I talk to him. But the one, he did. He created some of the most famous horses. Holy shit. Okay. So yeah, so he's showing me these horses. He created the impressive. Ah, okay. So he's very impressive, by the way. I love his energy. He's very strong. He never died, and there's parts of him that is still very much alive throughout. Like he's kind of like he's throughout this world. He is everywhere, and he tells me like he tried to. He helped you in a lot of ways, and he tells you like he helped tame your mind. And I don't mean this in any way to think of it in any way other than he helped you tame your mind. He helped you get out of your head. He helped you to be able to calm down some of the thoughts that you had, or some of the places where you let your head go. And so the same thing, horses were very focused. They know, they have a lot of trust. They have like their intuition. They trust that intuition. And he's telling me like he is surrounded by three horses, like for sure three horses that are on the other side with him that he shows me. And he's like walking ahead, but the gray horse is leading the way. I don't know why the gray horse, but this gray horse. And so it's a gray area. So I feel like for you, Catherine, there's some sort of gray area, some sort of uncertain area right now in your life that you don't know. It's an uncertain, it's like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do with this. And I don't know where to go. And he says, stay going forward. Don't branch off. Don't take this path. There's some sort of temptations for you to go this way, to go that way. It's like somebody comes in with an offer and says, he says, it's a freaking carrot. Don't jump on it quickly. It's some sort of, my mare, he created was your mare was black with a white heart. Okay. Yay. Okay. So I'm like, it's got a white spot, one distinctive white spot on it. Yes. Thank you. And so he tells me that, like somebody's going to come in with an offer something today to dangle that carrot, to give that carrot like that sense of like an opportunity for you or an offer for you. And he says, no, the right one is still straight ahead. Stay. He says, you got to trust your intuition. Don't let anybody or anything. And so your free will choices will always, be yours to make. And no matter what it is, you have to trust your intuition. So he's telling you that you don't know what to do next. Just stay looking forward. Just stay walking forward, because the next opportunity, he calls it over the hill. It's like it's up over the hill. It's over the horizon. But you got to get through this. You got to get through this slump. You got to get through this next few months. I feel like July, August, you're going to see like some sort of changes. I have been seeing a gray horse in your mind. Okay, that gray horse that's your spirit guide. And he's given you that spirit guide. That spirit guide is guiding you, and you have to trust that spirit guide. Trust the direction that it's taking you, because that's what he's given you. And he shows me some sort of like, I don't know if he had like some sort of like medicine bag or something he would carry around or had with him, like a medicine bag of some sort. And I feel like he's like, mine's not all rocks and crystals, Corrie, like yours. His has like actual medicine, like, I don't know, needle, like test tubes or something in it. Is there somebody, and so he always knew what the horses needed, but he also knows what people need. But he's also telling me something about, so okay, wait, now this might not be him, this might be someone else in your life. A diabetic, somebody who needed like needles, injections, like a diabetic. I don't know where that's coming in, but it's like, and so that's also coming in. That's coming in for you, around you somehow. I don't know where that is or what that is, but he's telling you, Catherine, it's like, don't rush your next decision. Just know, like July, August, July. He says, no, stick to July, Corrie. You're bumping it ahead. He's a bossy little fucker, I got to tell you. He's very in charge. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, okay. Well, he's got those horses there. That mare died. Okay. That's the mare that died. Okay, so he has that horse. It walks beside him, and it's right there with him. And he's just telling you, like, just wait until, just be patient. It's like this next few months are definitely going to be challenging. Like, and not challenging, challenge you to want to jump into, want to be impulsive. He's saying it's want you to get in your head to be impulsive, but to just trust not to. See, Stormfields. This is why we called him Duke. Okay. Well, he lives up to his frigging name. I tell you, he lives up to his name, Catherine. And so, Stormfields. And I have the storms, like the Stormfields coming in. And this could be something that's got to pass through. I feel like it might be something that has to pass through before it's over. But the worst of the storms is over for you. The worst of the storm is over for you. The rest of the storm is kind of in this energy out here. And just getting past this next stage. And if you were to look, see, there's paths. So one path goes this way and one goes that way. Don't go towards that. Go this way. See the red rose over here? See that bright reddy rose? Go towards that, not towards this. And this is like, and so the white flowers there are representing spirit. And that spirit is keeping you safe so that it blocks that road. So if you're like, oh, I don't know why that didn't happen, I don't know why that roadblock was there, but there's an actual roadblock that keeps you from getting to there. And it says, just go that way and don't look back. Don't look back, and don't let yourself impulsively return to something. So something or somebody, like, don't go back that way, because your treasures are waiting for you in the curve. You've got to get around the curve. And that's where the changes were going to come in for you. That horse is guiding you. Duke is always guiding you. And to just have faith, he tells you. And there's a commitment. There's a relationship, right there. I don't know what that relationship, if you're in a relationship, if you have somebody in your life right now, or if you guys have been like thinking about making a commitment to something, trying to decide whether to move the horses to Michigan or stay put in Arizona. Last year was all fires here in Arizona, and we evacuated twice. Okay, wait, maybe the horses need to be in Sedona, right? Ha! Yes, Catherine. I think you really have to trust yourself on that. Sedona's my dream place. That's where I want to live. Yeah. Don't go towards the tornadoes, he's telling you. Don't go towards the tornadoes. That makes sense for you, right? So trust that. Trust that. And once you commit, everything works out for you. He's with you. He's guiding you. Always trust that gray horse that comes to you in dreams. It comes into you to make you to stop and pause and to think about if you're letting fear ride your way or if you're letting faith. Um, another Duke. He's not the man who's been talking to me the whole time, but I got a real serious pause there for a moment. Don't go back to the past. I think you have to take your time on that one there, Catherine. Let me switch cards on that one. Let me ask that. Let me ask that over here in my deck. Let me go to my inspiration and attitude, because my first thought on that was no, but there is a commitment. So there is a good relationship. It's a loving commitment. It's someone that's coming in to be faithful and loyal to you. So if he was not faithful and loyal to you in the past, then that story is still alive there somehow. So, creator of the worlds, you have to create your world. You and medicine woman, right? And this is so medicine woman, we're going to turn to medicine man. You're rooted and grounded in love. You have to trust. This is the alchemist. You're going to get a very clear picture on whether or not you could let that person back into your life. It has to be right. And so it has to be right for you. And you have to trust that. Trust that. See, Duke knew what you needed today. He made sure I got in here, because the rest is going to take you to peace. So it's whatever gives you the most peaceful life, not the most challenging life. And that's because you've been challenged enough now, and you don't need to be challenged anymore. So I just shuffled it back in. And so how am I going to validate this for you? I'm like, can I have a validation card? And you're going to laugh at that, because I know you're in here almost every day. And I don't know if this is the first time we've actually pulled you for like a full reading, but wholeness, rebirth. This is your new beginning, your new life. Right? Yeah. Yeah, Catherine, I think you need to trust that, because I got a hold on that. There's a partnership for you. And yeah, and I just feel like there's a loved one that's real. And then some other people are just meant to be like, you tried it 19 years ago. I think you really have to trust yourself on that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. That was beautiful. And so I love when the horses come through. I love when the horses come through. Line, are you still here? Line La Flamme. Line La Flamme. Line La Flamme. You can stay, Teresa. You never know what's coming. Thanks. Oh, there you are, Line. Thanks, Becky. Okay, Line. So I'm being called up. You're being called up here, Line. Okay, so Line, you're being called up here. And I have to ask you, Line, is Line your original name, like your birth certificate name? Because I don't feel like I feel like there's another name, or that's not your first name or something. Like, I feel like there's another name to you, or you have another name. And the reason why I'm getting that is like somebody else called you by another name. You had somebody who called you by another name. And I got it because I got the card that says Corina. That's about Marie line. Okay, thank you. I'm like, because I got the card Corina, which we all know if you've been following my cards, this is my deck of cards, that my original name is Corina. And so this is awareness of truth. So I want to call you Marie because whoever this is that's coming through for you used to call you, it's French. Ah, okay. And so whoever used to call you Marie, is here for you. And I feel like they almost like somebody wouldn't like that, they would call you by they'd call you by your name or call you by like your full name. And so you got the eye of the beholder that's coming in for you. And what you're being told is to not to either allow somebody else to treat you like like not nice with words, like don't let anyone talk down to you or tell you that what you're doing for you is like crazy, or like don't let anyone distract you from where you're going, put it that way. You've been long enough kind of taking the brunt of words or taking the brunt of something that's unhealthy. And this woman that's coming, she's a woman. This woman that's coming in, she's kind of like, I feel like she might have been like a little bit shy. Like as soon as we start together, she was all courageous, all brave to get in here. And once I got her, it's like she started holding back. And I don't know if she was just kind of shy or she had experienced this in her life as well. But it is a she, it's her. And I don't know if you had her name or you're named after her or you were linked in family, but I have yes. Okay. Yes. All right. And so I have this sense of what she's telling you is that you've crossed a bridge. You've crossed the line where you can't go back. Like you can't go back to who you used to be. You have to start really truly being you no matter what anyone else thinks. If they laugh at you, if they judge you, I feel like there's some like, I don't know if there's some sort of religious base here somewhere or someone who was religious and questions you and what you're doing, or questions. So I feel like you're moving into spirituality somehow, or like kind of questioning your faith, or kind of truly letting yourself be seen is what I'm getting. And that you have to let yourself be seen. So I can tell you this woman that I have, who I have line, is that I feel like she might have been born in like early 1900s. So she feels like she was quite old. I don't know if she lived to be old, but she's old in spirit. Like she's been around. She has a tie to a she has a tie to a she has a tie to a black Bible, but she also has a tie to some sort of witchery, like some sort of witch ancestry somehow. So it's like, so I don't know if she had some sort of like maybe European connection, but she knows struggles, and it's feel like sometimes she had to hide parts of who she was. She does have a strong sense of being able to do some healing work, be able to do some curing, and she's telling you that sometimes you feel like you are a one ring circus. So like you feel like no effing way. Like, look at her up there. She's like a little witch on top of there. And it's like, and it's like, this is kind of her stepping in. So that one ring circus, you're kind of having to leave, you're kind of having to leave some of your old life, your old world behind and move into a new world and a new life. And whatever that pull, whatever that push is for you to do it. That you need to do this for you, to take this journey for you. You also have a younger girl, a younger woman here. And I don't know where she comes in, but I keep seeing her eyes. And when I see her eyes, I see like some sort of sadness in her eyes. And I don't know if that's a younger version of you or if that's someone who you loved very dearly that passed away. And so this one, and I got that look in my eye, like my eyes were even turning red. I got that sense of sadness there with it when it came, and I could feel that sadness. And so, wow, so you're being told to really truly trust that everything that you're doing is guided as well. Like we got a lot of guides in here today, and that's why when I said open our hearts, we had to open our hearts to let these guides in. Um, you've been many faces for. Okay, your daughter seems to be very sad. Okay. Yeah, I'm like she's around you. Like I just got that sadness, like something just don't feel like not herself, like not being okay. So this beautiful woman who's on the other side is sending your daughter is sending your daughter love as well. Like she's wrapping around both of you, like somehow connecting to both of you. And I don't know what else she has happening, but I feel like you growing, you doing you very well, like living as you, not hiding, being totally you. And of course, that's totally what this card means. It's like, don't ever hide who you are, be you. I feel like you will inspire your daughter to also step forth. I feel like, I don't know, you both kind of got that same kind of energy going on. And she must look a lot like you or be a lot like you because your energies match. Your daughter's energy and your energy matches, because I'm seeing the face of these sad little eyes looking at me. And yeah, and I'm just like, you just match. And of course, the way the energy is in this world right now, it would feel that way. But I want to validate this. I got the diamond effect. So I got the, I got Christiana coming in here. And this is, and we got Queenie, of course, putting your own crown on. It's time for you to put your crown on. Whoa. She is your mini me. Okay. Okay, line. I was just sitting here and I just got motion sickness. Like my energy I just moved. I literally felt my body like go like this. I'm like, I just got like motion sickness. Like I just got hit, like just hit with something. Um, so I just had a man come in line. I have a man come in. He's sitting to a table. It's like he's playing cards of some sort. He's shuffling through cards. And I don't know if he was I don't know if he was kind of like point blank or just harsher with his words or something. And it just like took me back. I could feel my energy kind of go back. And I feel like it's like, I don't know who he is, but he's sitting to a table and he's sitting to a table, he's playing cards, or he's shuffling something, and I feel like he possibly may have even smoked or something. Like he's got like a coffee cup and looks like it may have been an ashtray from years ago or something there. There's just like the table, I can even see the table. The table has like that white laminated look with like sparkles or something in it. Like it's old. So it would have been like the 60s, like 70s type of look of the table. And he just stepped in. And it's like he pulled up a chair, he had a seat, and he just said for us to pull up and have a seat with him and sit. And he says, I'll tell you all about life. But he's also telling me he's kind of got like some sort of look to his face. I'm like, it's like, I don't know, but I don't know about him when he was on earth. Over here, he's telling me like, um, if if he was too stern, he took to life too serious or something. But he's telling you that like his nose. I got his nose. I don't know where he comes in. So he might be somebody else's. He might be yours. If he's not yours, we'll leave him and we'll leave him aside. But Kim is saying it sounds like her pup. So yeah, so he might not be for you. He might be for somebody else, but he just came flying in. He just moved and shifted my energy. So I'm going to leave him and bring him in. Stay with that, Kim. I'll come to you after with this because we're in a lot of energy. So, but for you, line, what we're being told is for you not to keep looking. Let you be the reflection for your daughter. Let everything that you're doing for you become the reflection for you. And somebody's telling you that they don't want you to forget your full name, forget who you are and what you are at the core. That you have a lot of things that are changing and happening in your life that you're doing for you, and to not to refuse to do, not to stop doing the things for you. And I don't know if you guys are thinking about moving and getting a new house or moving, because I got home, and I know that comes home to us, but I got home. What I'm getting is home and the owl. Like I'm seeing an owl. So being able to see in the dark. So beyond, I feel like there is a bit of a shift to move, possibly a new home or changing homes or changing something up in the house. But there's a lot of changes for you. But you can't hide who you are anymore. And you can't let yourself kind of be like, who cares if somebody is kind of judging you? Let them judge. You step up as you. And this woman tells you she'll lead your way. She is there for Marie. So she's there for you. And your daughter and her sadness is going to be I feel like you're going to have a big shift. I feel like you're just going to have a big shift. Yeah, it does. It really feels like it's this year, line. Yeah. It might not be till fall, but I do feel like it's this year. Yeah. But it's a coming. And I don't know if you've eaten yet today. I don't know if you've eaten yet today because someone just said, now go have your lunch. Go have your lunch. You haven't eaten. Like, go eat. That's what I just heard. Okay. So thank you for that. Yes. For the good. And your daughter's going to be okay, Line. She's being very wrapped in beautiful little angel wings. She's going to be the reflection of you. Okay. Kim. You haven't, have you, Line? I knew you didn't eat. I could feel you didn't eat. You need to go eat now. Oh, I love that. Um, Go eat. Okay. Thank you, Line. Thank you so much. Kim. Okay, Kim, I'm coming to you now with this man. And you have to help me out with this man because he's sitting to the table, he's still there. And what the hell is with his nose? What is with that man's nose? Kim, I hope you're still there. So Kim, this man and his nose and the table, he came flying in. I had to bring him back because I had to tell him to go to the side. And he didn't want to be put to the side very badly at all. He was not very happy that I told him he had to wait. He was getting kind of pissed off with me. He's getting a little bit grumpy here. So he's coming in, he's sitting to the table, he's playing his cards, he's got an ashtray there, and I don't know what's with him and his nose, because he keeps showing me the nose, and it must be a distinctive nose for him to show me his nose. And I feel like I'm smelling like cigarette smoke or something, like he used to smoke, and I got this weird taste in my mouth. So it could be like that smoke, like he smoked a lot or something, but it's like him. And so if he's yours, he is home in Newfoundland. Okay. Is he always telling you what to do? He's a big smoker. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, I feel like he's very alive. Yeah, like his energy is very alive. Like he's very much present. Like um man, he's passed. Okay, he's very much alive. That's what he feels like to me. He's very much alive. He's very much here. Now, did you guys bury him where he wanted to be buried? Hold on, guys. Don't anyone answer the I caught him. Don't anyone answer the Jerry person. They're not real. They're spammers. So Kim, did Kim, he's very fucking alive. He's sitting right here with me. Okay. You buried him where he wanted to be buried. Okay. You followed through with everything that he wanted. So where he is, where he's living, where he's living in spirit world, he's playing, he's like the way he showed me, he's sitting to that table, he's playing cards. It's almost as if it's literally like he told us to come in, sit down, and have a chair. So we're going to sit with him. Okay. You and I are going to sit to the table with this man. It's the funniest thing in the world. I've never had to sit with somebody before this way. But I work as a physical, I physically take them on. So we're sitting with this man, and he's literally like, I feel like I'm in his energy. I'm going to be like the grandpa, and you're going to sit with him, and we're going to sit across from him. And he's asking you to, like, really, have you thought about everything that you want? And I don't know. It's like, is there, I don't, if like, are you married, Kim? Are you married? Because he's bringing this up. Like, he's married. And so he tells me, he says, like, sometimes he says, like, she's like she's her own little tornado, or she's not, no, nope, not tornado, her own little whirlwind. Like she's her own little whirlwind. And he's wearing like some sort of sweater or something. So, and so he's telling me that he says you get yourself stuck in the mud because you get yourself stuck in your head. He's like shuffling the cards. He says, let's play out the cards right. Let's think about this now. Is this the place you want? Is this your happy spot? Separated. Okay. He says, are you going to make sure that you got everything else done? get everything finished up that you needed to get separate, that you need to get done. He tells me, see, one ring circus, it's you. So it's you buying a house by yourself, right? Not buying with somebody else. And so he tells me that, like, there's details. He says, you got to get clear. I don't know if there's a house you've been looking at that you've been really thinking about. And he come flying in because he says, you have to seriously think about whether or not this is the one for you. You need to get clear. And he's showing me like the little hourglass thing. And he says, like, you have to look in at this, like, look in at this. There's details, there's clarity. You need to make sure before you sign any paper. So whether this is divorce, or whether this is the divorce papers, or whether this is a house buying stuff, he says there's something not right. It came in reverse. And he says he wants you to make sure that everything is right. We are sitting across from this man. He's opposing you and some of the things that you are going to do. You want to move to Newfoundland to buy this house. Okay, let's think this through. So first he tells you, like, make sure you get all your stuff cleaned up. Make sure you get everything done. He'd love to have you home. So I don't know if you're buying a house in the same place where he lived, or if you're buying a house on scene. You have to see what it is, his house. Okay. Okay. So if you're buying his house, interesting. He's in like, okay, so we're sitting in his house. We have to think this through, he says. Make sure you have we have to think this through. We're constantly going back. So let me go in deeper to him. Okay. I'm going to travel a little bit deeper with him, because I don't want to let any of your energy, because I'm feeling your energy coming in here, and I'm pushing you to the end of the table because you want the answers that he wants you to give. He's telling you that you are there. There's a change in direction. Like, you want to move, you want to go home, you want to be there. He says, is that where your happiness is, or is that just where your memories are? He says, if you're buying that house, make sure that you know all the details of the house. There is some basement work or some foundation work or something there that's going to have to be done. He don't want you to have to spend more money than what you need to spend. He wants you to not buy it just out of like a love feeling, like just to be absolutely sure that everything is okay before you buy it. You'll have to have a tenant if you buy it. There is love coming in for you. He tells me there is like something of a love connection. There's a life for you, but it's like, he says, you're like a one ring circus. You get caught in your head in what you want to do, but there's the ocean, there's the water. And I feel like you will. So there's two elephants. I have two elephants. You have the elephant spirit here. And so you are being instinctually guided to go home. You're being instinctually guided to go home. So I don't know if you're planning two houses or if you're going to have two houses, but don't make the decision without having clarity, and make sure you have all details figured out and worked out. By fall, I feel like by fall, I wouldn't be surprised if all paperwork is done, and all things are clear. He says, slow and steady. Don't rush it. Whatever you are going to be doing, don't rush it. You have to be slow and steady and think it through. Get all of your other stuff done, but you're going to be moving. You're definitely moving. You're moving forward. You're moving into another direction. But I do feel like it's going to take a little bit of time, but there is love here for you. And it's like you're going to have to put your neck out, because he says you have such a trust issue, but he says you just got to play your cards right. He's being very patient here. He's being a very patient man with this. And he says, you're going to have to think this. You're just going to have to think this. See, commitment. Again, that card just came flying out. It's commitment. So I'm going to go to my cards, and I'm just going to give you a quick validation to go with this. So he says, patience is not always your virtue, and you have to have patience. And don't jump. And see, guardian. You're being watched over so that you don't make any quick, rash decisions. So you don't sign things without checking it. Read every detail, check everything out. He will be your guardian somehow, and he's watching over you. Things are coming into alignment. So it's like the final little pieces are going to be put into place, and things will work out in your favor. And you can take that man home with you now. Because he just like popped me almost off my chair. And he is Pop, right? You call him Pop? Yeah. Because it's like Pop just popped me off my chair. I'm like, that's, yeah, good. I'm glad. And so, yeah, so he just popped me off my chair and he just moved my energy. He's like, nope, I need to come in. I need to say this now. I need to do this before she jumps on anything or decides anything. But he says, like, there's just little things to get done. And you have to get those little things figured out. All right. And guys, you can share away my videos. I don't mind. So I have one last person that I need to speak with, I heard. And I don't know if she's still here. You're welcome, Kim. I am looking for Shelly. Shelly, are you still here? Shelly Broth. Broth. I should know that. I don't know if Shelly's still with me. Okay, I don't know if Aaron, if you're still here, if you can tell Shelly this, if she's not here. I have the unexpected visitors. There you are. Okay, Shelly, I pulled the unexpected visitors for you. And it was like somebody said you need to speak to her. And you need to, fourth, right? You would think I know that, right? Okay, so we have the oh, I almost stopped my own video. Hold on, guys. So you have the unexpected visitors come up, and this is like, and I feel like, so I feel like it's like something is coming, something is around the corner, something is waiting, something is showing up, and this is unexpected to you, and you weren't expecting it. This is coming in by like father energy. Leonard, that something unexpected is coming into your home or coming into your life that is like he's telling you, I got this for you. I got this for you. I'm there for you. And I see Bunny, like there's that little bunny is in the picture. Ooh, holy, this card just like come. Hold on, Shelly. Let me get this. I don't know where you guys, somewhere in your family, in your long lineage of like all the children that are around you or something unexpected. You weren't expecting another child. There's another child, your stepdad. Oh yeah. Okay. So your stepdad, he's telling me like, it's been like, it's like, you're finally like, you're finally happy. You're finally settled in. You're finally like all these things. But it's like, there's going to be somebody coming into your life that's going to be needing some encouragement, some help, some assistance, and some guidance. But I also feel like you are like, you're being called upon to be there for somebody. And he says he will help you through that. Whatever it is that you're going to have to do, he's going to help you. But in that story, I have that there's a child coming in here somewhere. And I don't know where this child is coming in or whose this child is, but there's a baby coming in here. I don't know if you guys ever thought that there'd be more children coming in. Something is being given birth. Something is hatching. Something is coming to life. And I'm like, oh, I would not have thought about another child coming into this reading, but I just got there's going to be like unexpected, something unexpected is coming in and coming your direction. And that you're going to be like, so I don't know if you guys got another one coming, but it's like you need to also tell her that this one will be what is needed to bring joy and happiness back into the lives. Like, I just feel like there's some challenging things ahead. I need to ask about your mom, Shelley, because I feel like I feel like some of this is around your mom, and you're being told that whatever you have to trust, whatever you need to do for your mom, or whatever decision needs to be made. And Leonard is there for you. He's there to help you because he owes you in some way, but he's there to help you. But he's telling you that, the card keeps flipping over on me. And so the deep freeze is that this is not, the water's not frozen, the icy cold times, like all the struggles that are there, I just feel like are going to be lifting. But you are almost like more, I don't know if you're becoming more like the mom to your mom somehow, but decisions and choices. And he is there for you through all of those decisions and choices. And, but he's also there for you. He's there for you. So you have an unexpected visitor in your house today. You weren't expecting him to be visiting you, but he's there with you today. You got to ride the wave on this. So it's opening your heart, riding the wave, and that same card I pulled out in the very beginning, feed the light. I feel like it's like, don't ever feel don't feel bad for any choices and decisions that you have to make. That you need to do what you need to do, and you have to trust all of that. And you are being like filled full of all the courage, strength, love that you need to do the things that you need to do. There is cycles that are ending, and there's new beginnings coming in. And so there's there's cycles that are ending, and there's new beginnings coming in. And I feel like he's telling you that inside of your home, inside of your house, that you've worked so hard to have happiness and love and joy. And you have to embrace that. You have to embrace that. And so there's a lot of that coming in. And it's time for you to be the queen, by the way. It is time for you to care for you and not feel like you are responsible for everybody else. And it's like he's whispering. It's like he don't want. It's like he's whispering. It's like he's almost like, don't let her hear that I said this. Like, don't let her hear that I'm like taking the stand. But it's like he's taking your side in whatever it is that you have to do, and that you have to care for you and love you. Like, put a lot of love into letting you put your freaking crown on your head, and contentment, this peace, this contentment. And he's giving you some sort of healing right now to help you make peace, to find peace, that you now are to be embodied in and embracing this loving peace that he is giving back to you. And he does this, and he goes right to, I don't know if you're wearing, like a necklace or something. And he does this to you. And he says, it's your time. It's your time. So much love. And many blessings is what I'm being told. Much love and many blessings. So thank you. And I'm just being told not to give too much detail, because most details are not for everybody else. They're for you. And that you would know exactly what that means. All right. Okay. So now I'm just going to give one last card to end out, to close off our energy. And I hope that this resonates with everybody. And I hope the first card that Feed the Light did. Oh, wait, Rhonda, I have to give you a card. Hold on. I just heard give Rhonda a card. So Rhonda, that just came flying out. You're very welcome, Shelley. Rhonda, this card just came flying out of deck. And it's a soul connection. It is Vedoma. And this is for you to really, truly, strongly connect to the soul essence of you. This came flying out. There's a lot of loved ones around you, and that, it's like you're trying to see this future. You're trying to see something that's like um that is not existent yet. You're being told to let yourself be seen as you. Stop trying to stop. And I'm going to say, just as I get this, stop fucking pretending. It's like, you don't have to hide for somebody else. Um, there's going to be something revealing to you. Like, there's going to be something being revealed to you. There's going to be something that's going to be seen. Don't rush it. Don't look for it. But curtains are opening. The light is coming in. Curtains are opening on the dark. And everything that you keep taking blame for, it's not all on you at all. And so there's curtains opening. Something is going to be exposed. Something is going to be seen. And it's going to be seen the clear of day. And you're going to say, I knew it. I knew I was right. I just knew it. And to just trust on that, because something doesn't feel right in your heart and it doesn't feel right in your soul. And you're being told that will be shown to you. Just be patient and just know that there is some big, big energy that is watching over you. See, feed the light again. And it's like you have to feed the light and just trust. This is sacred, Sarah. This is my beautiful connection to the Palladians, and to when I see Mother Mary and Jesus and I see that energy, it comes blue. It is the most absolutely beautiful. I call it my holy divine blue. It is crystal clear. When there is something of a crystal clear decision, it comes blue. There is no denying it. There's no arguing it. There's no nothing. It is like, it is what it is, and it's going to be crystal clear to you, Rhonda. And you have to just fucking trust it. It's like it's just coming in. This is the energy of the Mother Mary, the divine, of the beautiful energy that is out there telling you, like, you will not be in that struggle energy. You will not be there. We are telling you the curtains are opening, things are opening. And I just feel like things are going to start opening up for you. Yeah. And don't go where you don't want to go right now. You can't do it. If you can't go somewhere you don't want to go, don't go there. Trust. Trust. And so this is like, you got to treat the most sacred parts of you. The most sacred parts of you are being protected. You're being like in like that divine light. That divine light is like flowing in and flowing into your heart in such a way that it's just like sitting into you. It is like just there. So you are actually being cared for, even though, and what makes it so uncomfortable for you is that you have not allowed yourself to sit in the power of this unconditional love before. So you feel a little bit unworthy of this. And the energy outside of there is trying to, get you to come out of the light, trying to get you to but it's crystal clear. You will be crystal clear. You will be crystal clear. Innocence, grace. The innocence of a child, seeing yourself through the eyes of a child. Would you allow your children, would you let your children feel the way that you let yourself feel, or to allow yourself to be spoken to, right? And so this is you coming into your innocence. You're coming full circle, grace. And your beautiful guardians, this is one, it's like you're coming whole, full circle. And you are really, truly being like, you're being placed in the healing light of the most sacred of energies. So the sacred energy of the divine mothers. When you worry about mother energies, or feeling like you're not being mothered the way that you should, or whatever it is, the divine mothers are your mothers always, and they have your back, and they're watching everything that you have been witnessing, doing for yourself. And it's just like you will be rewarded with the most beautiful love and the most beautiful healing energy. Just stay in grace. Stay in grace. Live in grace. And everything else will unfold for you. Everything else will unfold. So thank you, Rhonda. That was, and so that's a divine message. That's not a, that's the divine coming in for you. That wasn't someone who is here on earth. This is out there. And this is Mother Mary channeling through this message for you. And so I asked for validation, and it's serenity. The eye of the storm. The eye of the storm. Change is coming. Just stay in the middle. Stay there. Be at peace. You know you've done everything. You know you're doing everything right for you. All will be well. All will be well. There's beautiful healing for you. So, thank you. Okay. One last message for everybody. What is that? Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Okay, this message is for everybody. Because there's lots of big messages. So being channeled in this long is kind of too many cards. That's not it. They don't want us to. Wisdom of the Elder. This is Nugimi. So this represents my version of grandma in Micmac, but this is us. I always say I'm a little pea pod next to the elders, next to the channels that channel through me. I am this. So the light that we look into. And so when we keep wanting to be bigger than what we are, to wanting to be more than what we are, or we don't want to listen to the divine, we want to rush things, we want to be in control, we will always be sent back to our humbling. We'll always be sent back again to revisit again, to redo again. So if we just have patience, we just trust, we just wait, we just do the step by step, do what we need to do that's being asked of us to, do the work on you first and to feed the light. So when this card first comes out, everyone's like, oh, like I'm this big elder. No, we're this little tiny little thing right here. And the world that we're outside of here is so much bigger than us. But we forget to ask the divine. We pray in desperation. Don't pray in desperation. Pray in faith. Ask once. And then you just have faith that everything will work out. It doesn't mean it's going to look pretty along the way. It means it will work. And so for me, Nugimi, being my grandmother, and my great-grandmother who channeled through me, my great-grandmother Jane channels through little Mi'kmaq First Nations woman, my grandmother Maggie, who's also Mi'kmaq First Nations, these amazing women who channel through. They knew of challenges, and they tell us that they know of challenges, but they know of faith. And that from where they are right here, some of the things that they couldn't do on earth, they are doing from there. So you may have family things that are in healing. You may have, you may have struggles right now today. Pray once with faith. And pray to your heart with all that is in my heart. I know I am worthy. I know we are all worthy. I don't want to see somebody else to have to suffer to give me what I want. But I know I am worthy to live a life that is abundant, that is more than existing, that is one that I get to live content, at peace, and from a place of grace. And that's what I ask. So I'll be back again. I don't know what time if I'll be back tomorrow. So if you want to join me tomorrow morning, go into Corrie School of Magic and sign up for the morning meditation. It is 9:30 a.m. and it's by donation. So you could pay as little as $5 up to $20. It is Canadian dollars. So you go in, you register in the school, and you go into the full moon love meditation, power of love. It's the power of love meditation. It is tomorrow morning at 9:30 It is live. It is Zoom. And I think the recording will also go up after. So it's for those who can't make it into the live. And I'm doing a healing meditation into the light. I'm channeling through. I'm channeling through the divine. I'm channeling through the energy of Jesus, and bringing forth a healing meditation for all of us for right now. And so if you want to join me in there tomorrow morning, get in there and sign up. The link is right on the school, right on my website. I'll share it in the comments right here as well after. I can't share it right now, but I'll put it in after. And it's 9:30 Mountain Standard Time tomorrow morning, and you can get in there. So thank you all for being with me. Much, much love. Have a beautiful day. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.